This is the Which is Brew method for adding and subtracting integers. The positive numbers will be representing the hot coals. The negative numbers will be representing the ice cubes. One thing to keep in mind is the zero principle. You can use an ice cube to represent an example of -1 and a hot coal to represent an example of +1. The integers +1 and -1 are opposite integers. Therefore, adding them results in a sum of 0. This is what we call the zero principle. Let's get started.
Our first question is +4 plus +2. Since they're both positives, we will only put hot coals into the brew. Right now, the Witch's Brew is at 0 degrees. Because the equation is +4 plus +2, we will begin by adding 4 hot coals. Now we will put in 2 more hot coals. 4 hot coals plus 2 hot coals equals 6 hot coals. Therefore, +4 plus +2 equals +6.
Next question is +4 plus -2. Now there's a negative number, so we will now use both hot coals and ice cubes. Because the equation is +4 plus -2, we will begin by putting in 4 hot coals. Now we will put in 2 ice cubes. Here comes the zero principle. Since they are opposite integers, the -2 cancels out +2. But since our positive integer is +4, we are left with the sum of +2. Therefore, +4 plus -2 equals +2.
Our next question is -4 plus -2. Since they're both negatives, we will only put ice cubes into the brew. Because the equation is -4 plus -2, we will begin by adding 4 ice cubes. Now, we will put in 2 more ice cubes. 4 ice cubes plus 2 ice cubes equals 6 ice cubes. Therefore, -4 plus -2 equals -6.
Now we are starting the subtraction of integers. There is a rule when it comes to subtracting integers. We will begin by substituting the subtraction sign to the addition sign. Then you must change the second integer to its opposite sign. In this case, we will change +2 to -2. Now we will put in 4 hot coals and 2 ice cubes. The 2 ice cubes cancel out 2 of the hot coals. Now we are left with 2 hot coals. Therefore, +4 minus +2 equals +2.
Our next subtraction question is +4 minus -2. First, we have to switch the subtraction sign to an addition sign. Then, the second integer to the opposite sign. In this case, it is switched to a positive number. Now we add 4 hot coals to the brew. Now we add 2 more hot coals. 4 hot coals plus 2 hot coals equals 6 hot coals. Therefore, +4 minus -2 equals +6.
Our last question is -4 minus -2. Because this is a subtraction question, we must switch the subtraction sign to its opposite, which is addition. As with the other subtraction questions, we must switch the second integer to its opposite sign. In this case, -2 will be switched to +2. We will now add 4 ice cubes and 2 hot coals. Here's the zero principle. The 2 hot coals cancel out 2 of the ice cubes, which leaves us with the remainder of -2. Therefore, -4 minus -2 equals -2.